I also want you to understand that while you are looking at these universities, my YouTube channel is more or less like an encyclopedia or like a library. Please start from my channel because you are going to get detailed information that can help you move abroad. First of all, this video is about applications, countries, and the dates that their admissions for September 2026 will be open. So when it's time, you can just quickly go to universities in that country and check. I'm going to be giving you my genuine advice, and I hope that that is going to help you. But before we go into these details, let me say something here. Those of you that are going to be applying to Norwegian universities, this is option number one. Please pay attention to this website. Okay, the website you are going to use to apply is called Sonax Web. And now, when you go to this website, remember, when you upload a document, it goes directly to the institution. There is no submit button there. Option number one. The next website you should be using if you want to immigrate to Norway this year should be UDI. With UDI, you can apply for student visa, work visa, Schengen visa, whatsoever type of visa, family reunion visa, everything is on UDI. And if you want to see schools, the type of schools in Norway, normal universities, applied science universities, maybe some other institutes, you should check NOKUT, NOKUT. Now, I'm going to do a separate video very soon telling you about the schools in Norway and how they operate and when you should actually drop your application. Admissions start October, and trust me, Norwegian universities, they are deliberating to see if they can, like the government, they want to see if they can actually stop the tuition, but we do not know. But all those things I'm going to bring them soon. Like I said, this video is all about when you can apply to these countries in Europe. Country number one is Hungary. If you want to move to Hungary, it's possible to study nursing at bachelor's level, at master's level, and so many programs. But remember, Hungary charge per year in some universities and per semester in others. Applications for February 2026 is currently ongoing. Now, what you should do is go to the various universities. Let me give you an example. An example is PEX University. Or you can also check institutions like maybe Hungarian University of Agriculture. Now, if you check especially PEX University, you will notice that they do have applications like programs that are open for February 2026. Now, also understand that once you pay the application fee, you apply. After you gotten admissions, you also need to prepare for visa application. The first step for preparation is pay your tuition deposit. Now, after you pay, you can proceed. But Hungary, the timeline for you to begin September next year, that's September 2026 admission, is usually from at least January ending. Now, some schools will open before even the January ending, maybe around the first week of January. So always check around that time. Country number two we are going to is Iceland. Now, I've been singing and talking about this Iceland. Someone booked a call with me. By the way, if you want to book a call with me, check the video description box. Book a call from there. It's affordable. If you do not know what to do, you do not know where to go, the money that you have, you don't know if it can actually take you to the country you want to go to, then I may be the perfect person to guide and advise you. It's not compulsory. I'm not the only one doing this thing. Go to people you can actually trust their information. Iceland is going to be opening its door from the 1st of December. It's just 2 months application. Then they will close on the 1st of February. Now, things you should do. 1. Get your IELTS ready. 2. Check the programs on the University of Iceland, University of Reykjavik, Bifrost University, Agricultural University in Reykjavik, and others. There are about 6 or 7 of them in Iceland. Verify which program you can take. Check their requirements. Check their tuition. Of course, tuition, you already know that you are not going to be paying tuition fee, right? That one is for sure. Then as soon as it's the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of December, you drop your application immediately without wasting more time. This is the only way to win in all these things, this moving abroad stuff and a whole lot of things. Okay. Now, the next country I want to talk about is Ireland. If you want to study next year in Ireland, then I think right now is the time for you to start applying for programs that start February. Now, another thing is you should understand that if you want to study September, you can equally begin from maybe November, not November, December, January, February. But do not forget, Ireland is very expensive, very, very. There is a possibility to study postgraduate diplomas, bachelor's degree, and master's degree in Ireland, and even PhD. But another thing you should understand is these universities that they are charging you, some will even charge you 16,000, 17,000, 14,000 euros. How much are they going to take when they give you admission? The amount depends on the university. Some will take maybe 50%, some will take 75, some will take 70. It depends. But others will only ask for complete payment before they can give you the go ahead to apply for visa. Now, understand that Ireland is a very good country, especially those of you who want to maybe move and after 5 years you get your papers. Take a look at Ireland, but do not forget it's very expensive. Another country is Italy. Italy is going to open its portals by December this year, around the 1st or 2nd or 3rd or 15th. Few will be open. Few schools will be open, and university, the Padua is an example. Now, what you should do is go into Italian universities, check them, and they will run to like the end of February, middle of March, and then around the end of March, you can now do pre-enrollment with Universitali. So I will encourage you to apply now, especially the fact that schools in Italy, they do have scholarships, and there are some scholarships in Italy where you can apply to them even if you do not get admission. Now, it's good to apply for many schools now so that when that scholarship open, you should know that you already have an admission. Because if you win that scholarship and you end up not getting an admissions letter, you lose everything. It is called a Mayasi scholarship. So do not forget, guys, apply early and then so that you can chase that scholarship. There are equally the Italian government scholarship and equally the regional scholarship. So this is my advice. Begin early. Things are changing. Many people want to move. So it is of importance that you start early. Now, another thing I want to say is there is a country, one, Latvia, two, Lithuania. The two of them are in the Baltic region. As I'm talking to you now, Lithuania admissions for February 2026 will open very soon. Now, those of you from Africa, Nigeria, Cameroon, Uganda, South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, you are going to be applying from either Zimbabwe or Ghana, depending on your nationality. Now, this law has changed. Before, people will go to Dubai and other places, but you can now do it from Ghana or Zimbabwe. Now, also understand that there is age limit in some institutions in Lithuania and Latvia, and there is also the possibility of you using Duolingo tests in some universities in Lithuania and Latvia. Now, you may be asking, Milton, where do you think is better? Where should I go? Lithuania. Now, let's go to Luxembourg. Luxembourg begins in February, like admissions to Luxembourg. Application will open February and it will close around April 30th or something. Now, another thing you should know while looking at Luxembourg, of course, it is tuition free. Luxembourg charge about 200 euros, 400 euros. Some programs at the University of Luxembourg go up to like 1,600, 4,000. And others in other universities like physiotherapy go up to like 6,000 or 7,000. It depends on the institution. You should know that Luxembourg is a good place, but what I want you to understand is that since it's a good place, it's very competitive. International students they want to go there. Everybody wants to study for 200 euros or 400 euros. So what do? You make sure you push in your application to be of standard. Punch your CV, make your CV great, take the IELTS exam. And I know you may be wondering, oh, Milton, you may want to ask, can I apply without IELTS? Of course you can, but what is your chances? They cannot drop somebody with the exam and pick you. Impossible. So my advice is go get the exam. It is very essential to get it. No caps about this. Now, also pay attention to the documents and language. Some programs are in French and English, French and German, English and German, English and French, English, French. So that's the way it is. Check all of them, then know which one you are going to choose, and of course you are good to go. Then the next country I want to talk about is Netherlands. Of course, you already know. I do not need to overemphasize on the Netherlands because we've been talking about the Netherlands for a very long time now. But one thing I would like to tell you is laws may change, things are changing. But of course, everything I've been explaining stays the same. Let's hope that it remains like that, or maybe a bit softer, but doesn't change too much. Okay. The next country I want to talk about is Malta. Now, recently, many people have gotten so many rejections of visa in Malta, and I want to say that it is not going to be that easy to move to Malta this year because some countries are already saturated. Yeah, many people do not know. Most countries in Europe are saturated with international students, but of course, the two governments cannot stop immigrants because, of course, bilateral cooperations. So, if you are putting an application to Malta this time, you should be tactical. You should think very well and remember that it's not because you've paid tuition fee that you are going to get a visa. No, it's about what is happening at the background, which are, like I said, bilateral cooperation and the required documents you submit. Now, let's take a look at the next country, which is Norway. I've talked about Norway already. I'm still going to make a video. Admissions open in October. Let's talk about Poland. And of course, Poland, there are new laws in Poland. And of course, if you want to apply, you have to begin checking next year, February. Those of you in North Africa and East Africa, you can try because, of course, you can get appointments. But those in Central and West Africa, do not apply. Or even if you must apply to Poland, you have to also apply to other countries because at the end of the day, it is never guaranteed that you are going to get appointment for visa application. Please do not forget. Then another country is Portugal and Romania. These are the two countries I want to talk about. But then as a student, if you do not have backup home, if you do not have financial capabilities, do not go to Russia. Go to Europe, go to EU, go to the Schengen nation. Okay, I did some videos before and I really don't want to emphasize here. It is a good country, but you need to hustle, you need to support, especially those of you who have people you lean on or who lean on you for support. You need to at least help in one way or the other. But now, if you go to a place like that, you may end up, yeah, up here having issues. So I would suggest that now take your Portugal serious and legalize your documents. Admissions will start January next year. For September intake, Romania the same thing, February, March next year. And right now, I think there are still few schools in Romania which are open. No, everything is closed now. So that is what you need to know. Now, another country like Sweden, Spain, Slovakia, and Slovenia, these are countries I can maybe say, okay, you can check them out, especially Spain. Admissions usually start February. It depends. Either it's private or public school. It just depends on the type of institution. But if it comes to Sweden, of course, Sweden has two intakes. The next intake is going to open probably around maybe November, December, January. I'm going to update you because it's usually not really fixed, but sometimes it's fixed. But I'm going to update you on that. Right now, I'm talking about Slovenia and Slovakia. Apply by November, December, because by November, December, some of the schools should have updated their portals. Like what you need to do for the next academic year is already on the website. So I will advise you take a look at it. And also do not forget that we have a country like Switzerland where admissions is 2 times a year. Right now, the next admissions is open. Okay, September, October, November. Then if you want to apply for next year, you have to begin from around end of January, early February, because of course there is a lot of paperwork which is going to happen, and it is important for you to know all these details. I believe that these are some of the countries you should consider. Maybe you can choose one. I'm just talking about the dates now. For tuition fee, you already know. If you've been following this platform for a very long time, you should already know the tuition you need to actually move to one of these countries. If there is anything you don't understand, drop a question or a comment below. Then if I see, I'm going to respond to you when I'm a little busy. But of course, expect me to be here. I wish you all the best. Please share the video and like the video because of course that is what we do here. And I hope to see you in Europe. Bye bye.